We each exist for but a short time, and in that time explore but a small part of the whole universe. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny. I have lived with the prospect of an early death for the last 49 years. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm in no hurry to die. I have so much I want to do first. Eternity is a long time, especially towards the end. Just because I do a lot of thinking doesn't mean I don't like parties and getting into trouble. I like physics, but I love cartoons. If time travel is possible, where are the tourists from the future? If aliens ever visit us, I think the outcome would be much as when Christopher Columbus first landed in America, which didn't turn out very well for the Native Americans. What I have done is to show that it is possible for the way the universe began to be determined by the laws of science. In that case, it would not be necessary to appeal to God to decide how the universe began. This doesn't prove that there is no God, only that God is not necessary. The idea of 10 dimensions might sound exciting, but they would cause real problems if you forget where you parked your car. I regard the afterlife to be a fairy story for people that are afraid of the dark. Most of the threats we face come from the progress we've made in science and technology. We are not going to stop making progress, or reverse it, so we must recognize the dangers and control them. I'm an optimist, and I believe we can. Science can lift people out of poverty and cure disease. That, in turn, will reduce civil unrest. Science is not only a disciple of reason but also one of romance and passion. Scientists have become the bearers of the torch of discovery in our quest for knowledge. I wouldn't compare scientific discoveries to sex, but it lasts longer. One is always a long way from solving a problem until one actually has the answer. However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do, and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up. I am just a child who has never grown up. I still keep asking these how and why questions. Occasionally, I find an answer. When one's expectations are reduced to zero, one really appreciates everything one does have. I have always tried to overcome the limitations of my condition and lead as full a life as possible. I have traveled the world, from the Antarctic to zero gravity. Perhaps one day I will go into space. Quiet people have the loudest minds. The thing about smart people is that they seem like crazy people to dumb people. People who boast about their IQ are losers. I believe alien life is quite common in the universe, although intelligent life is less so. Some say it has yet to appear on planet Earth. I have noticed even people who claim everything is predestined, and that we can do nothing to change it, look before they cross the road. People won't have time for you if you are always angry or complaining. We are just an advanced breed of monkeys on a minor planet of a very average star. But we can understand the universe. That makes us something very special. The human failing I would most like to correct is aggression. It may have had survival advantage in caveman days, to get more food, territory or a partner with whom to reproduce, but now it threatens to destroy us all. The human capacity for guilt is such that people can always find ways to blame themselves. The universe is not indifferent to our existence, it depends on it. It would not be much of a universe if it wasn't home to the people you love. It surprises me how disinterested we are today about things like physics, space, the universe, and philosophy of our existence, our purpose, our final destination. It's a crazy world out there. Be curious. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Nothing is better than reading and gaining more and more knowledge. It is not clear that intelligence has any long-term survival value. Although I cannot move and I have to speak through a computer, in my mind I am free. We only have to look at ourselves to see how intelligent life might develop into something we wouldn't want to meet. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. However bad life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. Where there's life, there's hope. Be brave, be curious, be determined, overcome the odds. It can be done.